So we all know Abraham was a good man, favored by God, chosen to be the father of all nations, all that good stuff, right? But did you know that he had a dark side? Listen, let me get into this story about how he allegedly pimped out his wife. So here we are, 20 generations post Adam, 10 generations post Noah. We're in this place called Ur, and there's a family there. The father, Terah, he has 3 kids. Abram being one of them. You know him better as Abraham, Nahor, and Haran. So they're living in Ur. They're serving idols, worshiping idols, all that. And Haran has a son named Lot. And sometime after he has Lot, he passes away. And so sometime after that, Terah decides that they need to go to Canaan. So he gets Abram, his wife, Nahor and his wife, and his grandson Lot. And they travel up to Canaan. But they don't get all the way to Canaan because I guess they're tired or whatever. And they come about halfway to this land called Haran. And they settle there. So one day, God comes to Abram and he's basically telling him, like, you need to stop serving all these gods, serve me, trust me, all of that. He's basically like,
Go from your country, and from your relatives, and from your father's house, to the land which I will show you. And I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you, and make your name great. And you shall be a blessing. And I will bless those who bless you, and the one who curses you, I will curse. And in you all the families of the earth will be blessed.
so Abram's like, okay, this is about 5 years after they got in there. And so he takes his wife, he takes his servants, he takes all the possessions he's acquired so far. And Lot also came along with him and they go up to Canaan. So when they get to Canaan, Abram stops at this tree and God reminds him that, he confirms that, this is the land I promised you. This is going to be the land of your descendants, all that good stuff. And so Abram was like, okay. And so he built an altar right there and he worshiped the Lord. So they're out here in Canaan, but there's just one problem. It ain't no food there. Like, it's a famine, like, for real. And so Abram's like, he decides to go to live up in Egypt because, Egypt got all the good stuff. So they got plenty of food down there. So, he's take his wife and them and he's like, we going to Egypt for a little bit. And so right before they, pass over into Egypt, he goes to his wife and he's like, listen, babe, you fine, right? And like, if we get over here and they know that you're my wife, they're going to kill me. But, they're going to let you live. But what I need you to do is I need you to tell them that you're my sister so that, they can treat me good. So they get to Egypt and sure enough, the Egyptians see how beautiful Sarai is and they're like, oh, she's a baddie. So the Pharaoh's people sees her and they was like, oh yeah, Pharaoh gonna like this one. So they go back to Pharaoh and like, it's this baddie over here that just came over here with her brother. And like, she is fine, fine. You would like her. And so he's like, all right, go get her and bring her here and I'm going to make her my wife. So they got her, they brought her to him, and he gave Abram like all the sheep, all the cattle, all the donkeys, all this stuff. Because, you the brother of my wife now, I got to treat you right. So, I don't know if that sounds pimpish to y'all, but it sounds a little pimpish to me. So at this point, God has to step in because what is Abram gonna do? Like, go back and tell Pharaoh, like, give me my wife back? You know, he gonna really get himself killed then. So God, like, he put a plague on the house of Pharaoh, and like everybody got sick. And it was like this. It was like something that wasn't like normal. It was something that like only it had to be something that only God could make happen because Pharaoh like called Abram when he found out what was really going on. He was like, "Come here," like he was like, "Why you tell me that that's your sister and that's your wife? Like, you trying to mess me up with God? Like, what's really going on?" He was like, "You know what? I don't want none of this drama. Like, here, take your wife back, and y'all just like go, just get out. Bye." So he told his servants, like to escort them out. So yeah, so his servants came and they like escorted him out with all his stuff and like with his wife. And that's the story of how Abraham pimped out his wife. What y'all think? Do y'all think that was pimp behavior? Because I do. Let me know in the comments.